first 2 weeks were hard, going back into it. Not even particularly, like we didn't go headlong into it, but I mean, you're back into that mindset of, okay, I'm now going to work 6 days of this week are going to be training. They're going to be an hour to an hour and a half across the board. They're going to be hard, and that sucked for the first 2 weeks. Like those few rest days at the beginning were welcome beyond belief, as was deload week. But I think now that we're coming to the end of the second cycle, it feels nice just to know that 6 days, that's what I'm doing, that's where I am, get in there, hit it, and to be back into a structure of actually training. Holiday in the middle of it wasn't ideal, but I still managed to move enough and, still managed to do enough whilst I was away. So overall, I'd say it's gone pretty well. Yeah and no. Some aspects, I'm where I want to be. Like, to be hitting my Olympic lifting where I'm hitting at the moment, I'm pretty happy with where it is and where I want to be. In the gymnastics, where it's actually involves movement, I'm feeling quite good. The pure strength, I've had some off days with that, but it's kind of hard to say because I've never done it. I've always cherry picked around it, and so now I've actually been doing it for a consistent amount of time. It's like, I say yeah because I'm actually doing it consistently, but me being me, I get quite bad workout remorse. I could have just done another. I should be doing more than that, or I should be more here.
Some photos of you became available online recently abroad at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Can you just tell us, just explain yourself in those photos?
So my choices, holiday buffet wise, were A, I'm on holiday. B,
Let's get loose.
I tried to be good at the start of the meal, so I could be bad at the end. There's no real reason for it.
Would you say you're addicted to sugar?
Oh, I'm not addicted to sugar. I just really like the taste.
Does it change your mood when you have it?
No.
Shut up.
I'm happy when I see it, then I'm happy after I've had it. Doesn't change it. Doesn't change it by consuming it. I could see it and be happier.
The short answer is it's worked really well. It shouldn't work when you look at it, like we were saying, when you look at it on paper, there's just not enough volume and it's not aggressive enough. It's so tame compared to traditional, if you like, traditional parameters of strength training, if you like, that it just shouldn't work. I mean, at no point do you get anywhere near your max, your 1 rep max as such, or it's a long time before you do, by which time you're thinking, well, under a traditional program my 1 rep max should be a lot higher, would be a lot higher by now. But it does work, and it's bizarre because you have that one set at the end, which is max reps, and you can absolutely flog yourself. And I think the thing is, with Wender, there's opportunity for PBs every single week, and it's quite nice. So it's and from a personal perspective, the first Wendler cycle that we went through, sort of did okay. I picked up a few niggles, didn't do all of the sets and what have you, but I didn't do all of the sessions and all of the exercises. But the second cycle has been much more successful for me, and yeah, the training loads are going up, the numbers are going up, and so I can't fault it. If you don't need to make big gains, which we don't think we do, then Wendler is definitely the way to do it. I think the gymnastics work, if I were to reprogram the last couple of cycles, would have it probably needs to go more hand in hand with mobility as well, to make sure that, to use your phrase, we hold pretty shapes. So not only are you holding a position, you're holding a good position. And I think we're at a stage in the training where we can actually give that time to it. So if I were to do it again, I think there'd need to be more mobility in there. So for example, L sits, and holding a good L sit, even holding a chin up hold. I will have a tendency to be underneath the bar and almost be trying to row myself up rather than be able to pull myself vertically. Earlier on, we were doing sets of 20, and then we were in bits. And then the workout the other day, it was part of it was part of an AMRAP, and we were knocking out more than 20 every single round. And yeah, we were in bits, but we were getting 4 extra reps per rounding. So and doing stuff in between. So it's certainly progressing. Everything's working. It's just a case of trying to find small tweaks that we can make to that formula, if you like, to make it even more successful. One of the big things for me coming out of the Open was I had no sprint finish, and the engine just wasn't there. So the aerobic capacity stuff's massively important for me. But we would often do our sessions together, and you're ahead of me in that sense. And so I always felt that probably I've pushed it a little bit too hard because I'm trying to keep up with my big brother, if you like. So it's been tough psychologically to sometimes rein yourself in or not be as competitive. Aerobic capacity workouts in themselves are fine because they've tended to be steady, or what have you, or long duration. So you pace yourself and you're going to get through them. They're particularly boring. I can remember walking up a hill on a treadmill for 45 minutes. That was pretty dull. And but the biggest advocate, I think, or evidence I've seen that it's working is that we're going into these various AMRAP or CrossFit style circuits and workouts, and I'm feeling that I'm aerobically in control of the workout, and so I'm able to have that little bit of push harder. The workout isn't getting on top of me, and I don't feel like I'm not getting enough air in. So yeah, it's definitely working. I've seen a massive improvement there, actually, probably.